Good afternoon, everyone. The past 4 years have been exciting and probably the most important work I've ever done in my life. With your help and support, we can continue this important work. I believe that it's very important to communicate to everyone on how far we have come. Please take a moment and I will give you a sense of where we were, where we are now, and more important, where we are going. In 2019, when I took office, I noticed a huge lack of new public housing units did not exist. Lack of employment growth needed improvement. Things here felt very stagnant. I also noticed a great need for more equal opportunity in the form of employment, training, and wellness. When it came to the working relationships between the Indigenous governments and the MLA, we needed to build a lot more trust to repair the relationship. There was a lack of collaboration between both governments. As I saw the Sawtoo in 2019, we were not in a good place and some serious work needed to be done. So we got to work. 2023 for the people. Together we built 90 new public housing units. We signed a memorandum of understanding between Sawtoo Secretariat and Housing NWT, which displays the commitment of the government to enhance housing within the Sawtoo region. Federal commitments were also addressed for the housing needs of the Sawtoo region. We also looked at negotiated contracts for employment that increased apprenticeship for Delaney, Norman Wells, and Toledo. Federal support for new housing delivery and new units was successful in the Sawtoo region. Public housing transfers between Housing NWT and Toledo and Delaney were also very successful. Delaney and Fort Good Hope also received additional federal units, federal funding to address their housing needs in those specific communities. Together, I've worked in collaboration with the federal government, the territorial government, and Sawtoo Secretariat to making sure our Mackenzie Valley Highway is a priority for the Northwest Territories and more specifically the Sawtoo region. For more information about tourism and business and other opportunities to the public, we were able to enhance the consultation within the Sawtoo region on these very specific and important items. For the region, more advocacy on improved programs and services, being tourism application, treatment applications, wellness programs, student financial assistance, etc. There's always more room for improvement. Bringing the other issue forward, medical travel, and the desires of the public to the forefront of this conversation. More funding for on-the-land programs directed to our youth. A big focus on disaster relief and cooperation between different affected communities and the governments, meaning the territorial and the federal government. As for the relationship with the Indigenous governments, there is so much more communication now than ever before between the government of the Northwest Territories and community operations. More specifically, wellness funding in the form of hide camps and on-the-land treatment programs were very successful. Support for drawing down jurisdictions on supports and services, for example, housing. As you can see, we have made great strides towards a bright future, and it is truly up to you if you want me to get back to work, get in your corner, and keep pushing towards a future that serves us all. By 2027, this is what I would like to see and what I would like to work towards on your behalf. I would like to see the replenishment of housing units and more specifically, an additional 50 units throughout the Sawtoo region. I would also like to see the completion of the Cove Lake School, the Toledo Health Center, and the continuous construction of the Mackenzie Valley Highway. I would also like to see a larger working partnership to enhance the response to emergencies. I would like to see the continuous growth in having the region administer the Medevac contract for the Sawtoo region and surrounding communities. There needs to be more support to continue on-the-land treatment programs and community support aftercare. I would also like to see more employment by local contractors to keep all the money in the Sawtoo region. I would also like to see more improved and coordinated regional input from every community and the government of the Northwest Territories regarding efforts involving everyone. I would like to see the enhancement of education and training throughout more partnership with Indigenous governments and the southern facilities. I would like to see more educational support so our local residents can receive their education to compete in future employment opportunities and set the standard for hiring management positions locally. So as you can see, we have come a long way and there is a longer way to go.
If you believe in me and you believe in our mission and you agree with our vision for the future, please show your support in the upcoming election with your vote. Masi.